1-day tests for India, Wellington, Lords, Melbourne. So what do you think? What are the challenges that you face, and how is it that you've managed to do well overseas?
I think definitely, first of all, playing in England is always a challenge. We've been here in 2014, and we know what it takes to play good cricket here in England. So for us, it is important that we want to play some good cricket rather than thinking about the result, because sometimes what happens is if you think about the result, you put pressure on yourself. So this time we just want to play some good cricket, express ourselves. Guys are in actually good shape, but personally I enjoy those challenges playing abroad. Here in England balls swing does a bit, and Australia and New Zealand there's a bounce. Again in New Zealand ball does a bit. So, but again, my mind right now is in present, one test at a time, one match at a time, and I'm really looking forward to this series.
Yeah.
You reduced your one practice match to 3 days rather than 4. What was the thinking behind that, and do you think you've had enough practice going into the test match?
I think yes, we had decent practice during the practice match. Before the practice match as well, morning and afternoon guys used to bat in the net. So yes, we had a pretty enough nets. Today we had a good session as well, and we'll get a net tomorrow. It's important that rather than thinking about our skills, it's all about mindset. Playing especially here in England, what's your mindset is, and how quickly you adjust and how quickly you handle this situation. That is important rather than thinking about your skill. Skill level is, I feel that is at par. I mean, both the teams, but it will be a test of our mind and our character here.
I think talking about the pace battery, today we saw Umesh, Shami bowling in the nets, and they looked in good touch. What do you have to make about India's pace battery as opposed to what it was in 2014?
I think I feel our pace bowlers are pretty. I mean, they are very experienced now. Shami and Umesh, they were here in 2014 as well. They've been doing so well for us, not only in India but outside India as well. If you see South Africa, we got 60 wickets, especially our fast bowlers bowled really well. So for them, definitely it is a challenge to bowl in England, but I'm really confident about them. Not only Umesh and Shami, but Ishant, he came here and played some county games. We have Jasprit Bumrah as well. So we have an attack that actually can disturb opponents. But yes, as I mentioned, that it will be a challenge for them as well to bowl patiently and bowl in right areas for a long period of time.
Last time you were here, you and Vijay, the two most successful batsmen. So, what do you think holds the key here, especially now with Broad and Anderson? They also.
I think in England, I feel patience is the key, because it depends on the weather. If it's sunny, so it's actually very good to bat on. But if it gets cloudy, then definitely it's good for the bowlers. But again, as a batting unit, I feel that challenging yourself and I think backing your ability, backing your own game rather than copying anyone else. It is important to back your own game, and I think if you are set, try to play a big inning. So, and if weather changes, it is important that as a batsman, whoever is set, it is important to hold back, respect the bowler, respect the conditions are really important. But as I said, that if you are really set here, you should really make it count.
Take 4 more questions in English.
There's some uncertainty over Darwan and Pujara, their form. How big a worry is that coming into this test, and are they definitely likely to start?
We're not at all worried at all. Both are really quality batsmen, and as a batsman, it just takes one good inning to get into form. And Pujara and Dhawan, they are quality players. We all back them, but see, ultimately decision will be taken by coach and the captain. But as far as I'm concerned, they both are really quality players and batting really well in the net. So it just takes one inning.
Yes, Mr. Veera.
The last time when you were the captain against Australia, you backed Kuldeep Yadav when he did so well. So what's your thought on him and playing here? 2 out of 3. What is it?
I'm not sure about the combination, but yes, Kuldeep definitely X factor in our team. He bowled really well in T20s and ODIs as well. But I think we'll have to see what the wicket will be like tomorrow and day after. But yes, we don't have to forget Ashwin and Jadeja. And they've been doing really well for us. Ashwin, especially batting as well as his bowling, he's been doing really well.
Two more questions in English. Yes, Vipul sir.
Were you surprised when ECB picked Adil Rashid in their team, the test team?
Not at all. I mean, we all know that he bowled well against us in ODI, and he's a very good bowler. And race spinners, we all know they are wicket takers. So, and right now in England, whether we all know that it's like playing in Mumbai or Chennai. I mean, when we played a practice game, it was like playing in Mumbai or Chennai. But yes, he's a quality spinner. We don't want to take anyone lightly, be it Adil Rashid, Moeen Ali, or any of their fast bowlers. For us, it will be a challenge that we should back our ability and focus on our games.
Final question. Yes. Call.
Ajinkya, you spoke about how important mindset is, and also how when the weather changes, you need to be adaptable. How does it work with mindset when the conditions vary and with the bowlers?
I think sometimes you'll have to communicate. I mean, communication in this weather, in these conditions, will be really crucial. When you bat in the middle and your partner is there, you'll have to communicate well if weather changes. And as I mentioned, that if someone is really set, even batting on 70, 80, they'll have to hold back. If weather changes, we'll have to respect the condition, respect the bowler, because one spell definitely from both the teams, any of the bowler, they're gonna bowl really well. So as a batting unit, as a batsman, you should respect that, and acceptance will be the key here.
Final question.
अजिंक्य वेदरचा परिणाम बॉलिंग वरती काय होतो कारण अखेर टेस्ट मॅच मला वाटतं 20 विकेट वेळेवर काढण्यावरती पुढे सरकते तर बॅट्समन बद्दल तू बोललास पण बॉलिंगचा परिणाम या हवेचा काय असतो आणि आपल्या बॉलर्सच्या कामगिरीबद्दल काय सांगशील?
बॉलर्स आय थिंक वेदर जेव्हा चेंज होता मला वाटतं की डेफिनेटली इथे बॉलर्सला खूप हेल्प मिळते बट त्याचा अर्थ असा नाही की इझी होऊन जातं बॉलर्स करता बॉलर्सनाही जसं मी सांगितलं की थोडं पेशन्सनी इकडच्या कंडिशन्समध्ये पेशन्सनी बॉलिंग करावी लागते कन्सिस्टंटली एका एरियामध्ये बॉलिंग करावी लागते आणि स्वतःच्या स्किलला बॅक करावं लागतं ह्या वेदरमध्ये मला वाटतं की दोन्ही एंडने विकेट येण्यापेक्षा आय थिंक मला एका बॉलरने जर दुसऱ्या बॉलरला बॅक केलं तर एका एंडने विकेट्स येऊ शकतात सो आय थिंक पेशंटली बॉलिंग करणं आणि एका जागेवर बॉलिंग करणं हे फार महत्त्वाचं असेल आणि आपल्या बॉलिंगबद्दल बोलायचं झालं तर नक्कीच एक खूप चांगली अपॉर्च्युनिटी आहे त्यांच्याकरता इंग्लंडमध्ये येऊन पुन्हा एकदा प्रूव्ह करण्याची की आपण 20 विकेट्स घेऊ शकतो साऊथ आफ्रिकामध्ये जसं आपण केलं कोणी एक्सपेक्ट नव्हतं केलं की आपण 20 विकेट्स घेऊ शकतो बट एकच मला वाटतं की त्यांनी स्वतःवर प्रेशर टाकू नये आणि जस्ट एन्जॉय करायला बघितलं पाहिजे आणि बॅक केलं पाहिजे स्वतःला की येस आपली जी बॉलिंग युनिट आहे सध्या जगातल्या सर्वात बेस्ट बॉलिंग युनिट आहे
Just with to become number one side of the world, obviously it takes 2 or 3 years of really good results, and we haven't had that over the last couple of years. So obviously the team has been changing as we're finding out different things about different players and different combinations. And you go back to that side in 2011, it's probably that was the end of trying to work out the actual date, but 2 or 3 years under Strauss and Flower playing really good cricket with the same 14, 15 players. I think that's, your memory, some history kind of in time kind of might actually change what actually happened, but I think it was the same 15, 16 players who played and everyone produced the goods over a period of time. So yeah, I think we're a little bit way off that, and that's the challenge this time.
And you feeling in good touch? You got 100 in Worcester?
Yeah, I feel fresh. I haven't played a huge amount of cricket over the last 3.5 weeks. And it was nice, obviously, to score those runs last week. I moved pretty well. I batted pretty well, so yeah, I feel ready.
Gerald at the back, and we'll take 2 more.
Setting up, creating platforms is part of your role, but facing a new ball, a fresh pitch, a fresh set of ballers. What are the things that need to fall in place for before you can achieve it?
Yeah, you got to be a pretty good judge of what to play and what not to play. You need to put the bat ball away. How many more cliches can I come up with? Need a bit of luck along the way. And as you say, it's a real challenging place to bat. I think we've seen that over the last few years, certainly in English conditions with the Duke's ball. I suppose the one thing probably I'll look back on when I do stop will be how proud I was of my longevity by being an opener at the top of the order against the new ball, against the fresh bowlers. But it's, but if you get past that, you know you've got a great platform. As Gucci always said to me, like if you get past the new ball, you're in on 30 and 40, and the bowlers are, you know, you've got your eye, and as the bowlers getting tired, you can really, you know, set up games of cricket.
Jam at the back, and we'll finish with John.
The last time you were in India, the talk revolved about your captaincy and are you going to resign and stuff like that. And now you made a clean state. What's your sort of headspace? Do you find yourself enjoying it more, if I can use the word, or how are you looking at your career now?
Well, everyone just asked me when I'm going to retire.
No.
So that's what I'm glad no one has in this press conference. That's what the next question always is.
One more question to come, mate.
Well, I don't like getting it. Yeah, it's just different now. I thoroughly, and the English guys will hear this. I thoroughly enjoy my time as England captain. You know, it is a very challenging job. It's a hard job, but it's also a very rewarding job. You get tested in ways you never thought you'd get tested. You get making decisions every day about things which, before the day starts, you don't know what you're going to, you know, be making those decisions on. And you're captaining your country, which is the biggest honour in the sport you play. So, you know, I absolutely loved it. I believe it was the right time for me personally. You know, I think if you're doing an ideal world, you would have. I'm sure the hierarchy would like me to come on to captain in Australia. I think that's if you could have written it perfectly, but you know, I didn't feel as if I could give. You know, I wasn't in the right mental state to do that, and it wasn't fair for the team for a captain to be there. So it was the right decision for me. And as that has happened, you evolve as a player as things on. I'm now the senior batter. I don't have to worry about team meetings, what's been said, how we're, you know, looking at the opposition, all that kind of stuff. I can just concentrate on the batting, and obviously that still got pressure, but it's just different things. So yeah, I'm enjoying this second part.
Do you think it's realistic to think that Warren Anderson can get through 5 tests in 6.5 weeks?
I think it is realistic. I think is what the question, you know, I certainly, even probably 4 or 5 years ago, was the same question keep being asked about those two guys, like can they play these 5 games or these 4 games or these back-to-back Ashes series as it was in 13, or probably why I got into there, but you know what I mean? Like, there's always that question before, and it always amazes me how many times I'm touching wood now that they managed to get through it. I think it's a testament to their fitness and their ability to soak up the demands of international cricket as well. I mean, you do never know, do you? You just hope they can do. It's obviously a big test for them, but you know, just because Jimmy's 36 today, you won't thank me for mentioning that, but I still find it amazing those guys can do what they know after bowling so many times for England. So hopefully they can. If they don't, it's an opportunity for someone else to step up.
Cook. Can I just ask about going forward?